Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode from my hardcore world. The pillagers seem to have not forgotten that I promised them a raid on this village. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet, dudes. Okay, they're all shooting each other. Got him. That was the main guy. Just needed that bottle. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Whew. It's a good thing we built this in the last episode. What did we get? Bad Omen 3. Oh my gosh. Those pillagers seem to be showing up here a lot more often. So today, I think it's finally time we begin working on some defenses in this village. What do you think, villager? It's about time, isn't it? Since we created this brand new mine building, I've been doing a tiny bit of mining off camera. Admittedly, mostly for stone, using my silk pickaxe. Collecting this stone has given me a fantastic idea for the gate that I want to do right here. At the moment, this is the entranceway that I'm using the most because obviously it's the one that leads to the caves. However, I don't love the positioning of it. I think I would like to have a wall that comes straight across here and actually cuts off that house. Hold on, I'm more of a visual person. Let me actually show you this. I think we need a bird's eye view for this. There we go. So now you can see that I've taken this little awkward bit of the wall off and I've made a gateway going right here. I think this is going to give our village a lot better flow and kind of focus things more towards our manor. This is going to be important for defense because, well, there'll be a little less to defend. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're just kind of leaving our poor shepherd outside of the wall, which I admit probably seems a little cruel, but I think it can work actually. Because these villagers are going to need to stay warm in the winter months, they'll probably use the wool to make clothing. Unfortunately, in Minecraft, we can't actually do that, but in the lore, we can. We'll make a safe little sheep pasture and shepherd's house just outside the wall. It'll look really nice. The villager that works there will still be able to run inside the gate for safety. And, you know, villagers don't kill sheep, so you guys are fine. In order to pull all of this off, though, we're gonna need a bunch of materials. So let's get gathering. You know what? I bet there's an easier way to get this stuff. A basalt generator is an actual thing that we can make in the game. All we would need is Silk Touch to get the blue ice. And thankfully, we have Silk Touch, and I'm sure there must be blue ice over here. You know, now that I think of it, I haven't actually ventured into the Ice Spikes biome yet. This place is crazy. I almost never build in these biomes. Actually, I think I never have, but they're so cool to look at. I don't want to take from here, though. I don't want to destroy it. Let's take from some of the icebergs over here. Hello, polar bears. How we doing? No cub. Thank goodness. Here we go. This iceberg right here is entirely blue ice. Perfect. Got it. We only really need the one, but yeah, I'll take a couple. Now all we need to go with it is some lava. You know, weirdly, I haven't actually seen any lava underground. Oh my gosh, this is... Okay, I mean, I lied. There's literally some right there, but it's not a big pool of it. I want like a big pool of lava. This might be like the least likely place ever to find lava. I don't know if the spawning rates are different in this biome, but I'm definitely not seeing any of the pools that you normally see in plains. There is one just over here though, so I'm gonna shamelessly grab that. There we go, got it. Since we have this little covered area next to our mine, I think we'll use part of the chimney to actually house our basalt farm. All we need is blue ice there, and then in here, we're gonna have to put our lava. Now, for the hardest part. This farm actually needs soul sand in order to function. Soul sand, yeah. Luckily for me, the place where we started off in Season 2 had a ruined portal. So I'm gonna take my diamond pick over there, along with some flint and steel, and see if we can light it. Let's see, flint and steel. You know, let's take a little extra cobblestone, just to be safe. Got a shovel, a sword. I should probably make a bow. Let's just do a tiny little enchantment on it. Power 1, yep, there we go. Better than nothing. I'm ready for the nether. All this just for a building block. Being a builder in this game truly is a curse. Here's the ruined portal. I don't know if there's gonna be enough here to rebuild it, but let's try and see. I actually really like the location of this. I think I may keep it here. There's really no advantage to having a portal actually in the village with the villagers, because I really don't want them to end up going through the nether anyways. Sorry, Etho. The coroners have got to go. Man, we're so close. We just need 2 more obsidian. Should be doable, but I maybe got a little bit ahead of myself when I took the lava from over there. I feel like usually lava and magma spawn with these things. It's so weird that this one doesn't have any. Hello? Yeah, it's just solid netherrack. That's fine. I guess it's back to searching for lava in other places. Like right here. Any more lava? Nada. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, thank goodness. Perfect. Now all we gotta do is go in and hope that there is soul sand somewhere nearby. Please, 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 please. Whew. Explore all nether biomes. For those of you confused about this, this is season 2 of this world. In season 1, I already explored some of the nether, but apparently I avoided this biome, which is made of basalt. I'm trying to make a basalt generator right now, and I do have to admit I feel a little bit redundant. Really don't think we're getting any easy soul sand in here. I said I wanted a basalt generator. Minecraft said, no, there's no need. Stop that. That's fine. I guess I can't complain. Although, gosh, I am complaining a little bit. I'm a little bit complaining. Stop it. Stop it. But you know what? Blackstone would actually also be a really good block to potentially use in our village castle. I don't use it very often, but it might be fun to build with it. I'm going to tunnel this way and see if I can exit this horrible biome. Ooh, quartz. I am beginning to lose hope that this biome ever ends. But the good news is, oh, there's lots of good blocks. There's lots of lava as well. This is why I wanted to make a generator, Minecraft. Could have had a cool generator going. Didn't need to come in here. Would have been really safe and stuff. Oh, there's a fortress there. I think we will not be going in there today, but I will be keeping it in mind because there are things that I need there for the village. I'm also finding myself really needing XP lately, and honestly, a blaze farm doesn't sound too bad. If I can make one that's close enough to my portal, which honestly that is, it might be an option for us. Let me be clear though, I'm not doing that until I have diamond armor. I really love this hardcore world and I don't want to lose it and be in spectator mode. I guess with that, some of you are probably wondering why I'm even doing hardcore, and honestly, I like the thrill. I've been playing Minecraft for so long and I've had so many regular survival worlds that having that little bit of extra need to be on edge and still doing risky things, it's fun. If I want to get the goofy deaths and stuff, I still have Hermitcraft where I can do that, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. Ooh, glowstone. Do you know what? I actually have silk touch, so this is perfect. Don't mind if I do. I have never collected glowstone in this world. That's fun. Every time I hit netherrack, I think I'm finally free. Am I free? Am I free? Nether wastes. Oh my gosh, I'm free. Finally. Oh, nailed it. Nope, my only problem is I still need the soul soil, and it's a bit challenging to get down. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am to see you. I only need the one, but I feel like after doing all of that, it would be pathetic to just take one. So I'm taking a few, you know, just in case. I'm future-proofing. I'm taking the quartz, too. I am so getting out of this place. Whew. Oh, boy. I have never been happier to see the snow. That little trip to the nether gave me lots of time to think about what exactly I want to use for this basalt generator, and I decided I'd actually like to get some redstone involved. I looked up a tutorial for this from Waddles, and I'll link it down below just in case you would like to build it as well. It's really simple. We just need a couple of repeaters and then a little bit of redstone dust, as well as an observer, which thankfully we gathered a bunch of nether quartz, so that's really easy. One observer, one piston. I think that's everything we need. Only thing is, in order for this to work, I gotta kind of rearrange things a bit, and I think I actually kind of want to put this farm here. which is okay because we can just move the lava collection system to over here. This circuit may get a little obnoxious being out here, so we'll have to experiment and see exactly where we end up wanting this, but I'm hoping that it can be fine just going to here like that. Then we put the blue ice there and the lava there, please. Why not? The redstone definitely works. Isn't it embarrassing when you look up a tutorial and you still get it wrong? It's soul soil, not soul sand. Apparently, it matters when it comes to basalt. Unfortunately, that may mean a trip back to the nether unless this works. Please hold on. Soul campfire? Break it. Soul soil. I have hacked the system. That was soul sand when I crafted it. Okay, perfect, wonderful, that worked. Now, we put the soil in there and the lava. There! I did it! Oh my gosh. That's so cool. So it's gonna push out about 13 blocks, but in the meantime, I can just, sit here and break them, and we have infinite basalt. How wonderful. I should have made an off switch, hold on. Lever. Right there. Off. Thank you. I think this is super fun. Now, I may have to change the redstone around a little bit so that it's not so ugly just right here. But also, maybe I can just work with it and make like a little area. I'm able to build out of wood because I have fire tick off in this world. So I think I can just do something like this. Kind of make it look like there's some crates or something stacked up there. I don't know. The important thing is we finally have a source of basalt and it's safe. We don't have to go back to that horrible biome. Well, we do, but not today. The reason that I'm so excited about the basalt is because it fits in a really nice gradient, especially if we go ahead and turn it into smooth basalt in our smelter. Let me show you real quick what I was thinking. Okay, so we've got blackstone, we've got calcite. Hold on, we've got calcite, diorite, andesite stone, cobblestone, cobbled deep slate, basalt, smooth basalt, deep slate tiles, blackstone, and potentially blackstone bricks. Hold on. There we go. It's a really big gradient from white to black. I'm sure we've seen this before a million times, but I think I would like to use this gradient on our main castle. Now, we're not so much working on the main castle here today, but the gateway is important and it needs to have a little bit of this gradient in it. In particular, I want to start with our white down at the bottom and work up towards the gray, the way that we did on our chimneys here. And thankfully, now that I've done a bunch of material gathering, I guess it's time to do some building. Before I get too caught up in the colors of everything, I have a bunch of stones. So I'm just gonna go along this whole entire wall with this stone and kind of see how the shape feels. I don't even really know how tall I want these walls to be, but I know that we definitely need pretty good height village walls that the pillagers can't just shoot over. Hey, Angoulême. Hope you don't mind the new wall that's going up. I'll add some windows to it right at your height. This wall here is very straight and plain. So I think in order to break that up, we can't have anything straight around here. So let's just add a big square. That might help. Honestly, maybe even a bit bigger than that. Maybe like here. Okay, my first attempt at the gradient. I don't hate it. I don't have all the white parts in yet, but I like it, I think. It's different. I like that it's going from lighter at the bottom with the snow to darker. I think that'll contrast super well. As for the gate itself, I guess it's time to take down this lamppost. It's okay, we'll repurpose these here. What a treat it is to feel like I get to build in the snow every single episode lately. It's crazy. I don't remember there being this much rain in the world, but it feels like it's nearly always snowing. Which is good, because I think we get to see kind of how the snow is piling up on our builds. We're going to have to account for that. I'm not going to stop it. Although I may just add like some light or something in certain spots where we don't necessarily want it. So far though, I'm super happy with the flow of this gateway. I obviously don't have any interior worked out yet, but there is a passageway through here from one wall to the other. So I could potentially put some dispensers or something in here with like harming potions, something like that. You know, stop bad guys coming through the gate. Although at the moment, it is just a literal gate. And not the most defended, but it'll do the trick for now. Don't worry, I am repurposing some of these cobblestone walls to make sure that things stay defended while we're building. And honestly, I think the cobblestone walls could also maybe work for our sheep pen. It might not be the worst. I think I want there to be just a small pathway between the sheep pen and the wall so that we can kind of easily pass between them. But then other than that, I think we're good to just kind of put the sheep pen back here. I'm gonna have this pasture be a bit larger than our current one. I also think it's gonna be important to reposition this cottage as a whole. I do wanna stick kind of in this size range. I don't want a giant place for the sheep pasture here, just a tiny place for the worker to come and seek shelter in all of our snowy conditions. And also maybe off to the side of it, we can do a little covered area for the sheep as well. Maybe like here. Oh no. They're escaping! Stop it! I think it's fine. I think we've contained it. I think this will work wonders here. Again, it's just gonna be a tiny little building. I want it to be quite a lot shorter than our gate so that we can see everything. There's kind of a gradient in heights as we work our way in towards the manor. This is so exciting. It's our first official House of the Village being transformed. Hang on a second. Why do I hear a villager? Dude! What are you doing out here? Oh my gosh, you want to work at the cauldron? It's so not safe here. I don't hate it. You could maybe live here. I'll put a bed in here. We'll see how it goes. I really don't think you're going to survive, dude. I'm going to let it happen, though. That was a personal choice. I think my plan for this little structure will be so much more clear once I remove the old one. But for now, I want a really tiny structure here, so we're going with a slab roof so that it doesn't take up too much space. Let's go ahead and take down this old structure so I can really see what we're working with. I am so happy with how this little structure came out. It still needs a bit of an interior, but I really don't want to do too much for the interior. I don't want the villagers to be attracted to this, basically, because, you know, they might die. But I do want it to function as a little place where we can get some wool, which I think at the moment it does. There are a couple of other structures that I want to do that basically go with this sheep pen. Since this is a source of wool and warmth for the village, we're going to also need a weaver's building who actually takes the wool and turns it into yarn and then eventually clothing. And we're also going to need a dye shop. Since the color that we're going for with this village is red, it's gonna make sense that they're getting that red dye from somewhere. Luckily, we did collect some sweet berries, so we can actually have some berry bushes outside of the village, and, you know, we can kind of pretend that the villagers go out there, they pick berries, and they bring them back to turn into dye. This will be great because sweet berries also work as a really good form of defense, so basically this will make it so enemies can't get up and under this wall. They'll take damage, which is good. For the weaver's workshop and the dye shop, I think I'm going to have those be actually inside the village. Basically, I want to have a marketplace in here somewhere central. Probably like here, maybe. We'll have a bunch of shops here where everybody sells their items. And then out from that, the village will have a bunch of houses and shops, workshops, and I'm hoping it'll be really cool by the end. I actually think we can kind of start work on this now by simply getting some of the villagers to work other jobs. For example, don't think I want any farmers around here. In this world, since we have 2 villages, I don't want to have any repeat farms. In our cherry village, we currently have an automatic potato and carrot farm, which means when we open up trade, we don't need this village to be farming potatoes and carrots. They can import it. We do, however, need some stonemasons, so hopefully somebody will take up that workbench. We are getting a little bit low on resources. Unfortunately, I'm somehow out of coal. I really wish I had fortune, but I'm only level 26. Maybe we'll do kind of a double purpose trip. We'll go caving, we'll see if we can get some coal, and then maybe while we're down there, we'll hit level 30. Oh, look at that! That's a copper vein! Ooh, and a geode. And a mine shaft! What is happening? My house is right there. This is just by my house. What the heck? I decided I'd just poke around down here because the other caves kind of go a bit too low for the coal. Coal likes to spawn fairly high up. Okay, there's 2. All the caves around here are so deep. I'm not super sure I want to go in a mine shaft today, but I am so happy there's a copper vein here. I seriously doubt I'm gonna mine all this out right now though. For now, let's check this out. Oh boy. These are so spooky. It's lucky that this one's on the surface though, because it should have tons of iron and coal in it, which is mostly what I need. Oh boy. Okay, those are cave spiders. No thank you. Not a fan. Spawner. Spider spawner. Interesting. Here we go. Okay, there's a few good resources in here. I love that we got some beet seeds, actually. That'll be great for the dye that I was just talking about. I suppose we could technically farm this for XP. For now, though, excuse me, Enderman. I'm gonna try to explore the rest of this. At least we know we have lots of access to string if we need it. Oh, here we go. A chest. You know what? The powered rails are not bad, and melon seeds, I suppose. There is another dungeon. Also spiders, what the heck? Oh, we got a name tag finally, nice. Okay, let's keep exploring and getting coal. The spider dungeons are cool, but like, I don't know, building an XP farm out of those larger spider spawners is kind of tricky. They're not the greatest. Oh, hello. I hate these little corners. Oh, another chest. Okay, lapis, cool, I'll take it. Another name tag as well. I see a spawner down there. Okay, no thank you. I think, other than the cave spider spawners, I've explored this entire thing now. And we got over a stack and a half of coal. That's pretty good. That's gonna last us a while. There's even more resources I could get down here, but this is so close to the base, I don't really have to clean it all out right now. I'm just gonna make sure that I've lit everything up, and then I'm gonna try to find one of the spider spawners and just see where exactly that pops out. Okay, here's this one here. Let's go directly above it. We're at Y44, so I'm really hoping that we're not too far down. Oh, I'm in the sheep pen. All right, let's smelt some of the resources that we got and put away some of the rest of the stuff. That was good. That was a really productive trip. We got so much good stuff there. So here's the thing. I have a dilemma, and it's because there is a very clear tier list of spawners in Minecraft. This is just my opinion, of course, but here is my tier list, personally, of all of the possible spawners that you can find in Minecraft. I might have missed them. I think this is all the possible spawners you can find in Minecraft. Up at the S tier, we have skeletons. Obvious reason, really. Very easy farm to build, gives you bones, which is a building block. Really good farm. Next, blaze. Gives you a lot of XP, a little bit more challenging to farm though, so it's going down to A tier. Then we have B and C. Zombie and magma cube. Useful, little difficult. Zombies not quite worth the payoff because it's just rotten flesh magma. Well, I've never made one, but I don't like the nether very much. So C tier. F tier, as we can see down here, we are left with the bugs. Now, there is an obvious reason for this. I don't like bugs, but also cave spiders, pain in the butt to build that farm. Spiders, doesn't come out to be that efficient of a farm for the work. And silverfish, who makes a silverfish farm? Don't answer that, I know it's Etho. There ends my speech. Did you enjoy that, sheep? Really important list here, okay? I guess all this to say, we're gonna make a spider farm because it's what I found. But I'm not gonna be happy about it, okay? I'm not gonna be happy about it. Let's get it over with. It's fine. Digging straight down in Minecraft is a bad idea. Luckily, I know what's down there. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Oh, it is good to finally have a source of XP. Oh, thank goodness. I think we can finally get to level 30. We're almost there. I've brought a clock down here, and as you can see, things are pretty tight at the moment, so we're gonna need to adjust the entranceway, but those are all things that can come. I'm just happy, you know, even if it's an F tier farm, it's a farm nonetheless. I'll take it. Come on, just a little more XP, please. Oh gosh, there's a skeleton rider. I kind of forgot that was even a thing. I'm finally level 30. And look at this, we're actually getting lots of string and even a couple of bones. Mostly I'm excited because this means I get to enchant a diamond pickaxe and hopefully get fortune. I decided that I wasn't going to mine any of my diamond deep slate ore until I had fortune. So, well, I'm gonna break that rule for a second and just mine 3 so that I get 3 diamonds so I can enchant a new diamond pickaxe. We already have the 1, but it's our silk touch pick, and honestly, it needs to be repaired. There we go, got another one. Unbreaking 3, oh my gosh. What are the odds it's gonna be just Unbreaking 3? Oh! I am in pain. It's fine, we'll get him next time. For now, I for one am very happy with our progress today. I'm expanding the lore of this village slowly. We've got a sheep's area now that gives us not only wool, but also string, luckily. We have the start of a gateway, which at the moment, well, it's a little chaotic. I'll finish it, it's fine, there's no rush. It's definitely looking better than the cobblestone wall that was there before. We're slowly picking away at this village, and I've got a lot of ideas to add. If you have any thoughts or ideas down below, or if you just disagree with my tier list, feel free to let me know. Shout out to Waddles for all the farm designs that I used in today's episode. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.